I never thought the sound of laughter from the living room could make my heart stop, but that's exactly what happened when I heard my fiancé's voice echo down the hallway, soft, shaky, saying vows I'd never heard before. I rounded the corner, expecting him to be alone, maybe practicing for our big day like the hopeless romantic he claimed to be. But there she was, my sister, sitting cross-legged on the rug, her eyes locked on his, both of them so wrapped up in each other they barely noticed me standing there. Instead of exploding, I sat down beside them, acting like this was normal. "Don't let me interrupt," I joked, my face burning. My fiancé blinked, stammered, then started over. The air was thick, every word he spoke somehow meant for both of us. My sister giggled, and I felt this weird urge to top whatever inside joke they shared, desperate not to look out of place in my own relationship. That's when my sister turned, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "Do you want to say yours too?" Something in her tone was off, almost challenging. I played along, spitting out a few lines, but the more I spoke, the more I felt like I was reciting vows not to my fiancé, but to her. Suddenly, my fiancé reached for my hand, but his eyes drifted to my sister. "I'm just glad we can all be honest now," he said, voice trembling. My stomach dropped. My sister squeezed my knee and whispered, "It's finally out." I realized they weren't rehearsing vows, they were rehearsing a confession. Turns out, they'd been together behind my back for months, convinced I'd never notice if they kept it in plain sight. But what neither of them knew was that I'd been hiding my own secret. I wasn't sure I wanted to marry him at all. In that moment, surrounded by their betrayal, I felt weirdly free. Instead of screaming, I just laughed, because the truth was, I'd been waiting for a way out, and they'd handed it to me on a silver platter.